Hello guys, this is Pixelated and welcome back to another video, and in this video I am going to be answering your guys' questions. I sent out a form like a month ago, probably now, and yeah, you guys gave me your most pressing questions. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be answering them all, so let's get right into it. Okay, so for question number one is, what is your favorite Subsidia song if you have listened to it? I've sort of dipped my toes into Subsidia a little bit. I've never really been too into like that sort of dubstep style. But yeah, so my favorite songs, I'm actually probably going to eventually make a video on this eventually. My favorite songs though from Subsidia would be probably Save Our Souls by AU5 and then The Last Time by Wales. They're both pretty good songs. I wouldn't say 100 out of 100 though. Yeah, I'm just not really too into that Subsidia sort of dubstep style, so even my top songs from that label are pretty low rated, but yeah. And for question number two was submitted by Lovely Pasta. Lovely Pasta asks, do you like me? And I think my answer for that would have to be no. Just kidding, love you, bro. The next question is, how does 2012 dubstep on any label really sound to you? That's a great question. I feel like 2012 dubstep was a lot more consistent in terms of production quality. Really, the only good dubstep songs from that era was from like the big leagues, like Skrillex and stuff like that, who had access to that really high quality, modern sort of sound production software. But yeah, like I said, it's more hit or miss. So the stuff like from smaller artists definitely weren't as good. But yeah, there are still definitely some really good songs. I think this one was from 2013, but the Resile remix of Come and Get It was really good, so yeah. And the next question is, what is your opinion on Chime's Micrology and Phosphor album? I thought it was pretty good. You know, I'm not too into color bass nowadays, especially that like really minimal style. But yeah, it was really nice. I thought it was fun. I wouldn't say I would add it to my playlist, but yeah, it was cool. Okay, and the next question is, what is your opinion of Bluey, Augie, and SpongeBob SquarePants? I feel like Bluey's really cute, Augie is weird, and SpongeBob sort of just exists. I've never really watched that show, but yeah. Okay, next question. What are your top 10 most favorite rejected/cancelled NCS songs? You know, I'm not going to give you my top 10 because I want to make a part 2 of that first video that I made on that. But for my top 3, I definitely say that, that the songs, not in order, are Brighter by Two Friends, Our Story by Mako, and the Resile remix of Come and Get It, which has grown on me a lot recently. Next question. The question is from Ghost H2O. Ghost H2O asks, what scent is your body wash? That's a crazy question, dude. I guess I'll tell you guys, it's Single Barrel Bourbon from Bath & Body Works. So yeah, I guess now you guys know. Next question is, what is your opinion on furries making music? I honestly don't really care who the artist is. If the song is good, then I like the song. If the song is bad, then I don't like the song. I literally just don't care who the artist really is because I listen to music on Spotify. But yeah. Next question, what video games do you play currently? I really only just play Minecraft, I feel like. I'm trying to think of any other games. I sort of dip my toes into Among Us a little bit occasionally. But yeah, it's really just Minecraft. I just play survival modes and stuff with my friends, so yeah. Next question, when did you discover NCS? That's a really great question. I discovered NCS, or like I really got into NCS like summer 2018. I was really young then actually, so that's kind of crazy thinking about it. I was like 9 years old. But yeah, I remember the first time I ever heard an NCS song was a lot before that, probably like 2015, 2016. But yeah, I sort of stopped listening to NCS in like 2019, but I sort of got back into it when the pandemic started. But yeah. Next question. This is a really good one. If you were stranded in the middle of the Sahara Desert, what 10 things would you want to have with you and why? Okay, I'd probably have a phone, a charger, a generator, a tent, infinite water supply, infinite food supply. Let me think. I don't know. I'm not really counting anymore. Just like sort of the basic essentials that would do. Next question, what political ideology am I endorsing? That's a crazy question. I feel like no matter what my answer is, I'm just gonna get cancelled. I think the only thing I can really say is pacifism, so I'll endorse pacifism, I guess. Next question, if you were able to make songs on NCS, who would I collaborate with, and what genres would my songs be? I feel like I would definitely collab with like Roy Knox. I think everybody would just love that. And I also love Roy Knox's stuff. It definitely wouldn't be his like heavier style, and I'd probably want to go back to like the melodic dubstep style. But yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. I would definitely make sure there would be a heavy drop and a melodic drop, and maybe like a drop that was in between, sort of like that last drop of When I'm Gone from 2022. But yeah, it's pretty much what it would sound like, I'm sure. Next question, how do you give a score for songs? Do you focus on the drop or the off drops? And that's a really great question. I really appreciate you asking that. So pretty much different parts of the song have like a different weight. Like obviously, a song that had really bad drops would have a lower score than a song with good drops and like a really bad intro or outro or something, if you get what I mean. Because different parts have different weights in the song. Because the drops repeat, they'd have a higher weight, and because the intro or the outro or something like that only happens once, would have a lower weight, so you can't really screw it up multiple times. But yeah, usually like there are a few make or break factors. Of course, the drops, if the vocal is garbage, that's definitely going to bring the song down a lot. But yeah, overall it's pretty even. Next question is, do you have a favorite label other than NCS? If yes, what is it? That's an interesting question, because if we're talking about what label has the best songs on average, it is Future Generation. But yeah, my favorite label will always be NCS. Next question is, how long does it take you to make the average full-length video? I know you're very busy, but your videos are always high quality. Well, first of all, thank you. That really does mean the world. I do spend a lot of time on my videos, and it really makes me happy when I see people appreciating them. But yeah, so it really just depends on like if it's a short form video or a long form video. For my long form videos, it usually takes like 3 to 4 minutes per sort of song in the video. And if it's a short form video, it usually takes like 1 to 2 minutes per song. Of course, there's like different complications on top of that, but generally that's how long it takes. The next question is, if you haven't listened to my song Starlight yet, will you be ready for the VIP I'm planning to make? First of all, I haven't listened to your song Starlight, so I'll have to check it out after. And yeah, definitely exciting to hear your VIP too. Next question is, do you think most people call me Zane or Zan? First of all, I don't know the difference. I'm just assuming that's how you pronounce both of them. But so you know when you read out a name and it's like digital and you never like ever like sound it out in your head, you just sort of like recognize the letters and you're just like, okay, it's that person. So I'm not even sure how to pronounce your name myself, like both of those different spellings. I guess Zane probably. But yeah, I'm literally not sure at all. I've never even really hear your name being brought up because I'm not in any voice calls or anything, so yeah, sorry dude. Next is most underrated artist you've ever listened to. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. I feel like if we're talking like really, really small artists, I think I'd say Triangle Alliance. He has like 2,000 monthly listeners, and he literally creates like the best future bounce. Maybe not the best future bounce, but like literally some of the best future bounce. If we're talking about artists that are slightly more big, who would I go for? Maybe like West Collins. I feel like he's really good at making like house and stuff. He only has like 20,000 monthly listeners. But yeah, I feel like if we're talking about like even bigger than that, I feel like Knock 2 is extremely underrated. Now, take the word underrated with a grain of salt, because he's probably one of the most loved EDM producers in the scene right now. But in terms of just like how big he is, he deserves to have like 20 million, 30 million monthly listeners on Spotify easily, but he only has like 1.5 million, so yeah, check him out. He's super cool. Here I am shouting out an artist who's like a million times bigger than me. Not a million times, but you get the point. Next question is, what are your hobbies? That's a really great question. Outside of ranking and listening to music, of course, I'm really good at chess. And I'm also on a robotics team. I'm under like First Tech Challenge, and yeah, I have a robotics team. We've been to World a few times, and it's really fun. I would recommend. Next question is, have you ever thought about making music? That's a really great question. I don't think I've ever really thought about making music. I feel like if I would have to sort of play an instrument, then I'd probably get like FL Studio or something like that. I guess that's not technically an instrument, but it's producing software and it would count under for school, I guess. But yeah, besides from that, if I didn't have to, I probably wouldn't. I'm more of like a consumer person. I like to listen to music, not make it. Okay, and next, this dude asked 5 questions. The questions are, what is your name? What is your favorite NCS song? How would you rate my favorite NCS song? What is your birthday and what is your favorite food? Normally I wouldn't let this slide, but I don't know what to do for this. I don't know which one I would choose, I guess. So I'm just gonna answer them all, like whatever. My name is Logan. Hi, nice to meet you. My favorite NCS song is Voyage by Mendem. I would rate your favorite NCS song, Roller Coaster by Electro, probably like an 80 out of 100. It's really good, I like it. My birthday is January 20th, and my favorite food is probably... I would say steak, but that's not unique at all. I'll maybe go with like carne asada or like chicken tikka masala. Next question is, have you ever had a feeling that you spend a lot of time on making videos, you really try your best, but no one cares? Were you thinking about quitting YouTube? You know what, I've been really grateful because you guys are always super grateful and really appreciative when I release content. And when I see you enjoy my videos that I make, always makes it worth it. So no, I don't think I've ever really thought of that. I mean, yeah, you guys seem to enjoy it, so of course I have no reason to feel that way. But yeah, in terms of quitting YouTube, I'm not too sure. I feel like I'm going stronger now. I really do enjoy it. But yeah, I'm not thinking of quitting YouTube anytime soon. Next question is, I really love dubstep and all the subgenres. Have you ever gone to Lost Land and headbanged there? I love dubstep too, of course. Maybe not all the subgenres, but a lot of them. Next question is, I really love dubstep and all subgenres. Have you ever gone to Lost Land and headbanged there? First of all, I like dubstep too. Not all the subgenres, but most of them. But yeah, no, I've never gone to Lost Land and I've never headbanged there, so yeah. Next question is, I guess it's not really a question. This dude said, hi, nice video. I appreciate that, dude, thanks. Okay, this next one is crazy. He said, how much do you weigh? Being honest, not a fatty fat American fatso. I'm actually pretty skinny. I'm actually underweight. I weigh like 132 right now. So yeah, I'm pretty underweight. I'm like almost 6 foot. I'm like 5'11" and like 0.7. So yeah. I don't know if that's the answer you wanted, but that's the answer that's true. So next question is, if given a chance, would you be willing to attend an EDM festival? Yeah, I probably would. It sounds like something that would be fun. Next question is, what are your plans for 1.2 subs, 1.3 subs, etc.? It's a great question. I don't think I'm going to leak that. I would say the answer, but I honestly do not know myself. I'm sort of just doing things as they go. Next question is, what video games do you play? I actually don't play video games that much. I love Minecraft though, so that's cool. And then this next question is sort of on the same subject. What happened to your gaming channel? I sort of just stopped uploading, didn't really have a passion for it anymore, so I just stopped. Next question is, what are your favorite artists outside of NCS and Monster Cat? And I guess you're asking like, who are my favorite artists that, of course, haven't been on those two labels. I would say the Fat Rat, he's my favorite artist, but then there's just going to be a bunch of people in the comments who are going to be like, actually, the Fat Rat released on NCS like in 2012 or something. Like, literally, I do not care. But yeah, so I'm just not going to say him. I'd probably say, what's coming to mind immediately is like Knock 2 or like Jason Ross. Oh, but he's been on Monster Cat. Man, we live in a crazy timeline. But yeah, I'm probably just going to go with Knock 2. He's really talented, and he is just like ahead of his time. He's like so good. Next question, if you could give Arcade a defined purpose, what would it be? I would say the purpose would be like to release more niche genres, like some more underground genres that probably wouldn't appeal to the main NCS audience, but it's there to sort of please the more niche listeners of no copyright sounds, like me. Next question is where you are making videos. Okay, so I don't know if you're asking my location or asking what editor I use. I use Filmora, if that's what you're wondering. But if you're asking my location, I live in the beautiful state of Delaware, so yes. Next question is, what is the most loved NCS song of December 2022? The most loved NCS song of December 2022 is The Other Side by Roy Knox and Caravan, so yeah, the more you know. The next question is, what do you like to do other than listening to NCS music? I sort of just exist, I guess. I love, like I said earlier, I do love robotics and I love chess, so it's cool. I also work out, so yeah. Next question is, do you have a girlfriend or boyfriend? If so, rate you guys out of 10? No, I'm single as frick, dude. Next question is, have you ever felt so mentally burned out that you want to destroy and delete everything? First of all, no. Second of all, that's actually kind of concerning. Is that actually something that happens to people? If so, yeah. Rest in peace, you guys. Next is, what is your favorite job that you want to do when you will be older? You can ignore the question if it's already the case. No, I don't have a job right now. I'm like 15. But yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur. I've always sort of had that entrepreneurial. I cannot speak today. Or that entrepreneurial. Okay, I'm just not even gonna give up. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. That's what I want to do. Next question is, how do you plan to continue your channel over long term? Will you continue making ranking videos even after like 3 or 4 years, or shift to something else eventually? Dude, I do not know. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. So, next question is, what is your biggest frustration with the current state of the NCS community? Probably all the toddlers, dude. Like all the little toddlers. It's getting really annoying. It was fine back in like 2022, 2021 and like the ranking community, but stuff has been getting out of hand recently, not gonna lie. Next question is, have you ever thought about something that you really could dream of? Not necessarily. I'm not the type of person that really thinks long term. I'm always just short term. And you know, what I always do is I just sort of like look at the current day and I'm always just like, okay, what do I have to do today? And you know, what can I get done and how can I do it fastest? I'm never like a sort of person to, you know, think about something to dream of for my future. But yeah, great question though. Next question is, if you could change anything about your hair, what would it be? For example, my bleach hair. Dude, I freaking love my hair. I just want to say that. But I hate it so much when like I get out of the pool or it's like humid outside and it just starts fraying. I have like really long curly hair. You can look at my live streams and see my hair, of course, but yeah, it's just the absolute worst. Next question is, if I tell a fish to fish, will you fish? Dude, what the frick is this question? How are you gonna tell a fish to fish, bro? So no, I'm not gonna do this. It's just not gonna happen. Next question is, what are your opinion on exams? Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Not really a secret anymore, I guess, but I'm actually homeschooled, so I don't have exams. I have like map tests and unit tests, but that's literally it. This next question is, what is your opinion on the newest Roy Knox song? Well, at the time of recording, it is Down Without You, and I think it is honestly really disappointing compared to the other, to Roy Knox's other releases. Roy Knox is like my second favorite artist of all time. Extremely talented dude, but what he's been pushing out recently just isn't it, in my opinion. You know, and I want to say that with like the utmost respect. Again, that dude has like so much talent, but yeah, his newest release really just isn't it. He's been really cooking with Thirst though recently in the new techno song on Monster Cat. Next question is, what artists do you wish released on NCS but never actually released? I'm not sure. That's a really good question. Probably like Knock 2 or like the Fat Rat. He, you know, got a promotion, of course, but he never released, so yeah. Next question is, when was the first time you heard NCS and Monster Cat? First time I heard NCS was like 2015, of course. But first time I like got into NCS, I guess you're asking is like 2018. Monster Cat, on the other hand, I used to love this song back in 2016, and it was like Saturday Morning Space Ride or something by Stephen Walking, and that was my first favorite song that I remember. And yeah, that's really when I got into Monster Cat and pretty much EDM in general. I was like 7 at the time, which is really, really young, but yeah, I loved Monster Cat all the way back then. Next question is, who are your favorite rankers? If you want, you can do any sort of people, but this is completely open-minded, considering the vast amount of people in different communities. Yeah, so it's sort of hard to say my favorite rankers. Like, obviously there are so many chill people in this community, and I don't want to offend anybody by not listing them. If we're talking about the people that I probably watch the most from, or like get most on my feed, it would probably be like a Fire, Rissia, Co-Games, and Besco, of course. They're all legends, and they're all sort of in the legend ranking group. But yeah, there are so many other absolutely amazing people in this community, and I don't want to sort of offend anybody by having them not on that list. But yeah, of course. There's like, I think I'm following like 50 rankers right now, and I all think they're amazing, so yeah. Your next question is, can you try to guess my favorite Monster Cat song? If not, try NCS. Dude, I'm sorry, I have no clue. If I had to just pick a random one, I don't know, I'll just say like Decimate by Boss Fight or something. I have no clue. Next question, what do you think about Brazil? I think Brazil's pretty chill. Every single person I've met online from Brazil has been like a relatively fun, chill person to hang around, so yeah. Next question, what is your favorite weather? Like cold, warm, or hot, also rain, snow, etc. I would say my favorite weather is like the first hot day of like the year, like right after, you know, early spring and late winter, when it's just it feels nice. That first warm day just hits different. But also that first like cold day, like an early fall with like the first cold breeze you feel, that also hits pretty hard too. Sort of like those transitioning sort of eras. Okay, next question. This is crazy. He says, "Why are you gay?" And he says it with an E. I'm assuming this is a joke. Dude, I'm straight as a stick, but yeah. Next question. Who is your favorite ranker at the moment? Can't say yourself. I obviously I can't choose my favorite ranker. I can't do that. There are just so many amazing rankers out there. Okay, and this next question, it's not even a question. He just said drive a car. Dude, I'm 15 and in my state I'm not able to drive a car. So are you trying to get me in jail? Like try not to go to jail challenge while doing freaking pixelated QNA, impossible difficulty? Crazy. I don't know what's wrong with this. Next question. I don't know if it's allowed or not, but how many members do you have in your family? Dude, I come from this huge Catholic household. I have like 6 siblings. You know you have a lot of siblings when you forget how many you have sometimes. But yeah, I'm like the second oldest of 7, so yeah. Have you ever witnessed a tornado? If yes, where and when? If no, have your family members / relatives witnessed a tornado? And no, I don't care if it's 3 questions, LMAO. Okay, I'll let it slide. I have been in a tornado, but I've never witnessed it because I was in my basement, so yeah, I don't know if that counts or not. I live in Delaware, so there's like rarely ever any tornadoes in my area. There was an EF3 that went through a town like 5 minutes away from me last year, but I was gone in Massachusetts. So if yes, where and when? Of course I was in my basement. If no, have any family members, relatives witnessed a tornado? Okay, my family members, relatives have witnessed like so many tornadoes, it's not even funny, because of course all my family lives in Florida, and there's just like so many tornadoes there. I think there was like 17 yesterday or something because it got hit by a hurricane. So yeah, like average day in Florida. Next question is, are you interested about hyperpop stuff? Yeah, I think hyperpop is pretty cool on average. Lots of bangers, but lots of songs that are also kind of mid. So yeah, I think it's definitely a genre moment of all time. Next question is opinions on Monster Cat. It's a very vague question, so I'm just going to give sort of like my general thoughts on Monster Cat. I think Monster Cat is cool. I think on average they have slightly better songs than NCS. They're definitely doing better at signing big artists and, you know, signing artists that make really high quality tracks. Like especially like that Coven Stevie Aoki collab recently. Really big names, and then of course the Joe Jonas, Julia Michaels, and Alan Walker collab earlier this month. Crazy stuff. So yeah, I think they need to release less rhythm though, and like less generic dance stuff, but aside from that, really good label. Okay, and the last question is actually from my man Games. He says, "Want to collab soon? Pleading emoji. Fingers shyly pointing towards each other emoji combination, whatever the frick." But yeah, dude, I'd be super down to collab. Tell me in the comments if you want to collab. Literally just tell me what you want to collab on, and yeah, we'll collab. It'll be sick. And that's it. I really appreciate everybody who, you know, took the time out of their day to watch this video. And also really want to, you know, just give my appreciation to everybody who submitted. This video would be a very silly video if I had no questions to answer. So yeah, all my appreciation goes out to you guys. And of course, all my appreciation goes out to everybody who subscribed, because this is my 1.1 thousand subscriber special. So yeah, I hope you have an amazing day.